Vicky!
What's up?
Hi.
Hi.
We're talking about Destiny.
Right.
What
As
happened?
per usual.
What happened?
Destiny came out with microtransactions.
So they came out with emotes.
Right. Which cost silver. That's the currency of the game.
So you need to buy them with silver.
Yes.
So the silver is like their version of real world money.
Right, exactly.
So you buy silver with your own money from your own pocket.
Yeah, so you go right into the PlayStation Store, Microsoft Store, your respective console, and I think the most that it costs is $20.
$20 for what?
For 2,000 silver.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Because what I saw was each one of the blue emotes.
Mm-hmm.
What is that? Those rare?
Yeah, and then there's 2 legendary.
Each one of the rare emotes are 200 silver.
Right.
And the purple ones, the legendary ones, are like a lot. It's like
400 to 500, I think.
500.
Yeah,
I think.
something around there.
They give you 400 in silver.
Yeah, they give you enough to buy 2 blue emotes.
Is that for everybody, or is that just for people who have been playing for long?
I think it's for everybody as far as I know.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I got 400 silver.
Right.
And I spent it on 2 of the blue emotes. They made it so that the purple ones you have to spend a little bit of money to get.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't see a problem with microtransactions as long as they're purely cosmetic.
Yeah, so that's the thing. I think it adds a little bit of light to the game, especially because most of those emotes are going to be used in PvP, and it just brings like a little bit of fun. And I mean, I played Iron Banner this week, and I couldn't walk 2 feet without seeing someone do the Carlton dance.
Yeah, I think it's hysterical. I got the one where he drops down on his knees.
Yeah.
Because
that's really good.
I think that would be good for
The grieving
PvE when I do something stupid.
Yeah. I like the threatening one where it's like,
Yeah.
I'm going to cut you.
I feel like that's going to be hard to do while you're being shot at in PvP.
Well, if I like massacre someone in Trials, be like...
Yeah. So, people are pissed.
People are still pissed because they
Why?
think this is going to lead to something bigger.
Right.
Recently, people, whenever something like this comes out, people like to data mine and they like to dig deeper and see if there's anything that's coming or if there's anything that's hidden. And apparently it was found that there was something that was going to be coming out that had to do with raid drops. So right now you can acquire, when you do the raid, King's Fall raid, you can acquire what's called moldering shards. More moldering shards you get throughout the raid, essentially the better loot that you get.
Apparently there was like a glitch and there was like something, an unused asset that said like purchase moldering shards or something.
Yeah, so when you buy an emote, you have, I think, 14 minutes to return the emote.
Yes.
For the full price.
Yeah.
And
I saw 10.
Maybe 10.
I don't know. I might have been dancing for like 5
You're
minutes.
dancing through 4 minutes of it. But, like, basically the message that people found was consumable items cannot be returned. So they were like, well, what's consumable? There are no
That's the
consumable
one,
items.
yes.
Yeah. So they were like, what is the consumable item? Because right now all we have are dancing emotes. And apparently, like, it was found through data mining that there was apparently going to be, like, a raid boost for loot drops.
Well, like, it's not a sign of something to come. It's a
Yeah.
sign of something that they might have tried.
Right.
Maybe it was an idea that they had that they're not going to do.
But Luke Smith came out and said that was something within the game. It was super buggy. It wouldn't work out. It was something along the lines of the 3 of coins, which allow you to get an exotic drop when you defeat an ultra. So when you do like any kind of Vanguard strikes or anything like that. It was something along the 3 of coins. It just didn't work out, so we took it out of the game.
I saw his tweet, and it was something like, "You will never be able to purchase raid drops or whatever.
Yeah.
Or you will not be able to purchase items that increase the rate of raid drops."
Right.
And everybody was like, "That's like really specific." Like
Because-
I didn't know that whole backstory.
Yeah. Because and then the other things they found, which are 3 other things. One was that your character would already go up to level 25 immediately. Another one was that your subclass would be maxed out immediately. And a third one was that you would get a temporary buff from defeating certain kind of enemies.
Oh, so these are other things that they found that you might have been able to purchase at one point?
Or things that might happen in the future. Now, here's the thing with those 3 things.
Oh, that's a problem.
But none of them give you an advantage. Now, here's the thing with the 25 increase to 25.
That's like a cheat code.
It's just progression fast. It's more progression in a faster rate, not, oh, I have an advantage over this character because my subclass is leveled out and his isn't.
Right.
So basically, now if you were playing the Taken King for the whole year, if you were like a first time player, then you got an item in your inventory when the Taken King came out that automatically made any character that you made up to 25. So that item already exists.
I think if you buy the Taken King, you also get that.
Oh, okay. So yeah. So that item already exists out there.
Right.
So there's no
But
reason
for
to
one
get all
character.
uppity. Yeah, that's true. But you can only have 3 characters.
Right.
So it can't go that out of hand. As far as like leveling up your subclasses and, you know, getting the temporary buffs when you defeat certain enemies, again, that doesn't really give you an advantage over any other players.
Right.
Especially in like in a PvP sort of setting. I feel like it's just kind of...
I think it totally does in like an Iron Banner setting.
For the subclass thing, well, you know. The subclasses alone, the new subclasses alone are like out of
And
control.
a subclass buff, yeah, that does give you an advantage. I mean,
It's a
you
reputation.
can't really go into PvP without a maxed out subclass.
You can. But most of the people who are in PvP, and now I'm going to say all, but most of the people who are in PvP already have a maxed out subclass.
Right. I think if there's something that increases your raid drops, that's a problem. Because of the Iron Banner.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have better armor and stuff that you didn't work for, and you're going to be fighting other people with it. My card filled up from E3.
What are you going to do?
I refilled the card. I mean, I unfilled.
YouTuber,
My SD card's fine.
YouTuber problems.
So we were talking about
The advantage of like raid loot drops over
right.
player.
At the same time, they're all random.
They're all random, yeah.
So I mean, some could see it as an advantage in Iron Banner, but I mean, again, it's totally random. So like somebody could have just a great RNG. Is that the
Yeah.
word? Okay, RNG. Some people could have a great RNG and just have all of this great stuff with only putting a few hours into the game.
No, it's true.
And other people could just be totally unlucky.
That's why people get angry when Xur sells weapons that they worked hard for because they didn't earn it. But
Right.
there is no earning it. It's all random.
Right.
It's all completely random. Right now, the only thing that exists that will kind of boost what you get from a strike is the 3 of coins, which doesn't cost any money.
Right.
You know, it just costs strange
Any
coins.
real money.
Any real money,
Costs
right. It
strange
just costs
coins,
strange coins. And basically, for me, it doesn't even work that well.
They nerfed it.
For some people, well, I still use it the way it's supposed to be used. But for some people, they get an exotic drop like every other strike. For me, once in a while, I'll get an exotic drop.
Right.
So
And you have a bad RNG. Anyway.
I have a terrible RNG.
I have a bad RNG.
And the Taken
also.
King gets a little bit better, though.
Right. I mean, when a Xur comes and I need some strange coins, I sometimes sit there for hours. Everybody else just gets strange coins like crazy.
Yeah.
I'll sit there for hours and I get nothing. That's just how it happens.
That's just how it goes.
Anything
the way
else?
she goes sometimes. The way. Another thing that people need to realize, though, before like everyone comes out with their pitchforks, is as
Right.
far as like the 3 things that people think may be coming in the future, as far as the increased level subclasses and buffs when you defeat enemies, that's kind of not too unsimilar to other MMOs.
Right.
So like World of Warcraft and all those other types of games, you can buy buffs in that sense to improve your character very quickly, not to give your character an advantage over another character.
A big problem with this game, which I've said before, is that it's very much an MMO, like style game.
Yeah.
And people who are playing it are not MMO players, so they're not used
Right.
to this sort of.
And they didn't
myself
expect it.
included.
Yeah.
I've only played like 1 or 2 other MMOs before, and
Right.
not like religiously, and I did not buy into microtransactions because I just don't do that, and I'm not going to here. But if they make me feel like I have to buy into something, I'm gonna stop playing the game, and I feel like a lot of people are gonna do that
I think
too.
most Destiny
But that's
players
not
are.
gonna happen.
No, I don't
It's
think so.
it's going to be unnecessary things or things that just look cool.
Yeah.
Just like it is in like. People are learning from CS:GO. CS:GO, you can get. I mean, yeah, actually no, yeah, you buy these little packages, and you open them up, and you could get really cool skins for your guns. That's it.
H1Z1 has the same thing.
Yeah, H1Z1 has the same
you can
thing.
do that.
And people love that stuff.
Yeah.
And nobody complains because it's all cosmetic. So, if I see a cool emote, maybe I'll buy it. But like.
Not
I'm not
opposed to it
spending-
as of right now.
I'm not spending too much.
As of
So,
right now.
what is it, like $1 for every 100 silver?
Something else.
So, like, what did
Something
$20
that.
get you?
$20 got you with 2,000 silver, I believe. And then like there's bonuses. So if you buy 2,000
Dave and
silver,
Buster's,
yeah,
yeah.
no, exactly. If you buy 2,000 silver, you get 200 bonus, I think. You get 1,000 silver, you get 100 bonus, something along those lines. You get a little bonus extra if you spend more money.
Okay, so for the most part, $1 for every 100 silver.
Yeah.
So each emote is $2. All the blue ones. And
yeah,
there's
I
the
think
two
it's $40.
purple ones.
If you want every single emote, it's $40.
That's a lot. But there's only one slot for the emote.
Yeah.
So
that's another thing. You can't, until they kind of make more of maybe a hotkey method where you can hotkey certain emotes to certain things or certain actions to certain things. It's not really, you don't really have to get all of them.
now everybody in the comments is going to be like, oh, that's why it should be on PC.
Well,
we don't need emotes. We don't need. It's never going to be on PC.
I said so.
We don't need emotes. The PC build is going to be like a disaster. It's going to be so hard to do.
I mean, maybe. That's
Because
why it's taking so long.
Because it's Bungie.
Yeah.
Remember Halo?
Right.
The original Halo? It took years to come out on PC.
Well, that's,
and then Halo
it's probably
2.
gonna be the same
I don't even know if Halo 2 is on PC yet. I don't know what you guys think about Destiny and microtransactions and all that. I don't really care. Do you care?
I don't really care. Like I said, it's purely cosmetic as of right now.
If,
no reason
if it
to
gets,
get all up in arms.
If it gets anywhere more than cosmetic, that would be a problem.
Then we'll
I
make
could see
another
that being
video
a problem.
lot angrier than this
Yes.
video.
Anyway, leave in the comments below at us on Twitter, all this social media garbage. I'm sorry that this isn't like a normal games video. I said I was going to do a normal games video, and I'm not doing it because I don't have a lot of time. Comic-Con really effed me in the bee hole. So, Monday we'll be back at our regular schedule, and I'll have another games video. So, it'll probably be about butts.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you guys very much. Bye. Have a good weekend. You could make the argument that you can't play the campaign alone. I sure didn't. But we're looking for games with zero campaign.
Let's sell an app. What is
Those
this?
look like Legos.
No, they're big. No, Legos, the design of a Lego is public domain, so anybody can make them.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. That is up.